So Charles, I made a quick video for you for your iPhone, as I know it is not working. I understand that you want to replace the battery in it, so by chance it turns out that I needed to replace mine as well, so I thought I'd show you how to do it. If you can go to ifixit.com or you can go to eBay, they sell the kit on there which provides the screwdrivers that I'm using here, and then they also sell the battery as well. Yours is the iPhone 6, this is the iPhone 5. The only difference between, I don't know exactly, but I know the process is roughly the same. You start by taking the bottom two screws off, and then that will release the iPhone screen. Let me just shut it down. Now very carefully, what you can do is you can peel back the screen. You can either use the suction cup provided, or you can use something like a guitar pick if you have one handy. That's a very common thing to use. Pull it ever so gently and it should come away from the rest of the case, and then from there you can release the others by running a flat tool known as a spudger around the edge of the case. As I said, there's a guitar pick. Sorry about the grubby hands. You don't need to put much pressure on the actual screen itself, it should come away fairly freely. You want to take the edge of the case slightly outwards away from the screen, and that should release the little catches. Now when you get the screen off, make sure that you don't pull it far away from the phone, as there's a cable, a very, very thin, super fine or flat cable known as a ribbon cable, which you can see under there. If you look downwards, you can see where you can pivot the screen away from the case, and you can locate the plug. And you'll have just enough freedom to get a screwdriver in there and undo the door where the plug is underneath. This holds it in place, but if you pull on it, if you tug on it, then you'll tear the cable. They're very, very delicate, so watch out for this. Now it's worth mentioning at this point that I've undone my phone before because I had to replace the power button. The battery is very simple to take out, but it's just a bit tricky. It's just a very small and complex puzzle, but it's very simple. Now underneath the trapdoor you'll see that there are some various plugs there. Use the spudger to remove the little plugs, just get it under there, don't put too much force, it'll come away very easily, but you just need to use some pressure. It looks like I'm using a lot of pressure, but I'm a pro. Okay. There you go, and you'll see the little flat connector there, and that will take off. There are two plugs, one's for the screen and one's for the digitizer. Now the battery, as you can see here, is somewhat easy for me to move because I've done it before. Now the battery, this is the crucial point, whereby the battery is fairly solid, but it's got a kind of squidgy quality to it, like clay. So it's important that you don't pierce it or break it, and make sure you do not, absolutely do not pierce it. Now this may take a bit of time. I recommend either a spudger or I used a metal ruler, but you need to use the edge of the ruler which hasn't got any sharp objects. You want to just ever so slowly peel that away from the casing. It's if you push on the battery with a sharp object, it will pierce it, and it's not a good thing. It can be quite dangerous. I've got the new battery here, and then from there I can then just double check that the connector is the same, which it is. The ribbon cables don't just sit in freely, they kind of fold in a certain fashion. Just follow your previous model to understand how this folds in. It can be a bit fiddly in places. All you need to do is sit the battery in, and then you'll find, see if you look there, I'm folding it, and that will sit in a different manner. what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some double-sided tape just to hold that in place so it doesn't move around the casing. Again, very fiddly. If you put the battery in place, so although the connector fits in there, to my knowledge, previously, as you can see, I've lost a screw last time I undid my phone. You'll find that that's under a little trapdoor as well, so undo all of the 3 screws that hold that trapdoor in place. Just little shims of metal, keep them aside, and then plug the battery in, and you're good to go. And pushing the battery in is as simple as just doing this in reverse order. So this is the moment where you just plug the battery in, and to reassemble the phone, just follow these steps in reverse. Anyway, let me know if you need more help, and chat to you soon. Take care. Bye.